Typhoon Systems recently received this PC from a customer who is in need of dire help. Why? We know now. If this does not bother you yet, I think this will.
A few moments later.
How are we supposed to repair the PC when we can't enter the BIOS? Oh my god! But putting aside all these shortcomings, this is actually a nicely done PC. Let's cue the not so good but pretty montage. Hey you! Welcome and welcome back to my channel, RealMelTan. Okay, before we talk about this, let's talk about what we have here. I believe this is a very high-end deep learning PC. You can see we have an AMD Ryzen Threadripper 2990WX, the Asus Strix X399E Gaming, 128GB of G-Skill Trident RGB, 1TB of Samsung 970 EVO Plus, and 1TB Toshiba hard disk drive. And the two monsters here in SLI, the two 2080 Ti's with their wonky, ghetto, janky cooling design. How the hell did the PC builder manage to cable tie a 140mm fan onto these two 2080 Ti's? I am not able to show you what's inside the BIOS because of their password lock, but anyway, this is a very interesting problem. The customer said he did not lock the BIOS. The PC builder, let's call him PC builder A, also said he did not set the lock. There's a lot of going back and forth between customer A and the PC builder. I do not know how is Typhoon Systems going to resolve this. Perhaps they have to remove the CMOS battery underneath these two GPUs and reset the BIOS. This is akin to a mechanic putting a lock on your car engine boot after he's done repairing your car engine. Is this a discreet way to get customers to return to you only? No BIOS entry also means this. Builder A kinda forgot to turn on XMP for this 128GB of beautiful Trident Z's. They are running at their JEDEC speeds of 2133MHz. This means the frame kits are not operating at their full potential, 128GB, but operating at a much lower clock speed. I do not know how much RAM clock speed will actually affect the efficiency of deep learning. But having higher clock speeds do give you an edge during gaming or when you're running RAM-intensive applications such as video exporting. Second issue here, remember the two storage devices? The SSD is here, but where is the HDD? Well, it seems like Builder A kind of forgot to partition and create a new volume for the HDD. The customer has an installed but unusable mesh storage drive. He's probably wondering why his PC always runs out of space fast, but he does not know that he actually has another 1TB of free space. These two issues are just relatively okay. I mean, people do make mistakes, and professional builders may also forget what to do now and then. The customer, if he knows how to do it, could create a new volume for HDD as well as turn on XMP for his RAM in the BIOS. If the BIOS was not password protected! Now let's carry on to the part where all of you guys been waiting for, the wonky, ghetto, GPU SLI pair. I am really curious to know how the Builder A cable tied this 140mm fan onto these two 2080 Ti's. He probably wants to remove the heat trapped within the two GPUs. I am not sure how much help does the fan provide, because the top 2080 Ti reaches almost 90 degrees during our run on Octane benchmark. That said, however, besides the ghetto cooling solution, we do not recommend that you crossfire your SLI to AIB GPUs if there is no gap between the two GPUs on the motherboard. Similar to our 3060 Ti and 3080 stacking experiment in our Asus B550XE review video, the hot air exhausting from the bottom 2080 Ti will enter the intake of the top 2080 Ti and choke it. While the bottom GPU runs slightly cooler, the top GPU will burn from itself as well from its sibling below it. The recommended solution will be to use two below GPUs or, to be exact, two turbo GPUs. So yes, these two GPUs and a 140mm fan got to go! Another thing to point out, there are thermal tick, but one Cooler Master exhaust fan. Does this dig into your inner OCD? Did the customer run out of budget? We wouldn't know. And finally, I've got a question for you guys. How well does a push-pull top radiator config work these days? Let me know in the comments below. Man, Gordon and Typhoon Systems is gonna have a field day working on this PC. Let's hope they find a way out of this locked BIOS as well as this wonky ghetto GPU setup. And with that, if you like this how not to video, make sure to smash the like button. Do catch our review of the ASUS Strix B550XE and also smash the subscribe button for next part where we dive further into the heat issues with multi-GPU stacking. See you next video, goodbye.